Hello everyone and welcome. I am Jeff from the channel JTV Gamer, and so I haven't been posting up a lot of videos recently, but I believe my last one was still this month, which was April 1st. Actually, I did that a while back. But I did post on, not April 1st, April 2nd. My bad. But since then, and it was a little bit more serious video, so stay tuned. I will post up that video at the end card at the end of this video. But anyways, during that week, like on that Friday, I believe I went to AnimeDetour, which was April 7th, and I had just a really great fun time there. Met a lot of people like me. I actually was dressed up as Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, and I was dressed up as like his outfit that he had on when he traveled throughout Kanto in the Indigo League, including I had apparently just badges in my like little jacket from, you know, way back in the day when he was when he had those badges in his jacket instead of like a little badge case. So that was really fun, and this is what I got there. Little Pikachu, because why why be Ash if you don't have a Pikachu? So I had a lot of fun time there. One of the things that I did there was on the 4th floor they had like a gaming area. One area was basically a bunch of like console games and arcade games, really awesome. Another area was actually a kind of it was kind of like a tabletop game area, and they also had apparently other kind of trading cards and tabletop games and other different types of games. It was pretty cool. And when I went down there at like I believe the time was like 3 or 5, I'm not quite sure. I think it was 5. They had this like Pathfinder Society, which was like a tabletop game, and well, Pathfinder, if you don't know, is a tabletop game, kind of similar to that of Dungeons and Dragons, and they were celebrating the whole Pathfinder 2nd edition, and I thought, hey, why don't I actually ask what's going on here, and I did, and I asked, is there any way I can get on a game, and they said, yeah, we have a game open up just recently, and they also asked me if it's okay if I could play a cleric, and so okay. I mean, I don't mind any. Honestly, I just want to get on a game, so I basically played a cleric, and it was kind of like a intro to Pathfinder 2nd edition, and I was so I was basically a cleric, and I guess there was like kind of a spellcaster mage, a couple paladin, and a warrior. I guess also an alchemist too. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So, and while I was a cleric, I actually got to heal someone from death. That was pretty cool. Well, as like this whole like intro kind of game was about, at the end of it, a lot of the other players that like were in the campaign with me was asking me how my first time playing this game was, and I said it was awesome. Like, I was wanting to like play something like Dungeons and Dragons, and they said, well, if you like this game, you really like Dungeons and Dragons. So I just recently before I get into that whole Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing, because I got into a Dungeons and Dragons campaign too. But before that, I'm going to post a video at the end here, so make sure you stay up to date, or at least watch it until the end, because I'll show you what I looked like as Ash. So be sure to stay until the end. But anyways, I'm going to be telling you my kind of character. Well, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little far away, but I'm going to be telling you my character of what I'm going to be in this Dungeons and Dragons game that I'm going to be starting next week on Tuesday at 8:30. I'm not going to record it because I'm not the GM, so I might ask them if I can like maybe record it for a YouTube channel of this intro. If they say yes, then I will, but I'm not going to record it. I'm not really going to record at all. Here is my like little character that I made for my Dungeons and Dragons playthrough. I am Krytar Bylor. I got that name off of a fantasy generator. It's an elf name. Mainly because, well, I'm not an elf, I'm actually a half-elf. My father was human and my mother was elven. And she was an elven druid and my father was a human sorcerer. So, I am a half-elf ranger, and this is the reason why I chose ranger instead of like other kind of magical class. Because it's my first time and I learned a tip that if it is your first time, it's better off starting as like a physical attacker than just a magical attacker because of, it seems to be a little bit more complex than an actual physical attacker is. So yeah, I'm a half-elf ranger. My background is a hermit. Not quite sure what my alliance is, but I think I might be any kind of alliance, so I'm not really quite sure. But here are my like little stat abilities. Strength is 14 plus 2. Dexterity is 16 plus 3. Constitution is 12 plus 1. Intelligence is just 11. Wisdom is 15 plus 2. And Charisma is 16 plus 3. I also have, as being a half-elf, if you don't know about Dungeons and Dragons, half-elves basically can you know 3 languages. One is common, which is just human language. Another is Elvish, which is you know elf language. And then they get to choose between another language of their choosing. And I decided to just choose Orcish, I don't know why. But I also, as a hermit, I can choose one additional language, and that is Dragonic. I'll tell you why in a second. But the weapons and armor I have are leather armor, 2 short swords, 1 longbow with 20 arrows. I also got herbalism kit. Current hit points are 2. Armor class is 14 and speed is 30. My features and traits are Dark Vision, Athlete, Fey Ancestry, Favored Enemy, Natural Explorer, Archery, Discovery, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my beast that I get to choose because I'm actually a Beastmaster as a subclass. And the 2 kind of spells or abilities I have are Zephyr Strike, Cure Wounds, and Animal Friendship. And the beast I have, I was going to go with the hawk because I thought it was just, just a natural beast. But turns out I could get a dragon, and oh boy, I love dragons. And so it's basically a small dragon, which is just a dragon. I just have a baby small dragon, which is about the size of like a rat, but it grows really big to about the size of a Great Dane, and when it's that size, I can actually ride it. So that's pretty cool. And so I do use 4 D10 dice, and yeah, and to be fair, I am pretty excited about this. I'm really excited. Proficiency bonus is +2. Yeah, and just really excited about doing this. hopefully you guys are excited too. And now we'll get on to the actual video. Well, or not video, Pokemon. Hey everyone, as you can see, I am dressed as Ash Ketchum. I don't know if you can see the actual, the actual things underneath the eyes. So I want to show off all 8 of my badges. They're taped on. Taped on badly. I might have to redo them, but this is who I am. AnimeDetour is here. About to head out. Hope I see you guys there.